To those of you who are watching, welcome to my first ever 18-hole course vlog. Today, I am at one of the greatest public courses in the US. It is the Ocean Course at Kiawah Island. This is one of the most pristine golf courses I've ever played on. Located just south of Charleston, the course is set right off the Atlantic Ocean, which means wind can be a bit of an issue. And that is exactly what the thought was when famed architect Pete Dye created the course back in 1989 for the Ryder Cup in 1991. This video will be part of a series where I attempt to break my goal for each round, and my goal for today is to break 84. Now this series will be broken down into 3 parts. The one you're watching right now is part 1. This will be holes 1 through 6. Part 2 will be holes 7 through 12. And part 3 will be holes 13 through 18. As you can see, I am struggling with the tee right away on the first hole, so that's always a good sign for things to come. The wind was rather calm, but my nerves weren't as I struck my first tee shot. I should mention that I am playing from the Dye tees, which is roughly 6,500 yards. That would go into the left side of rough, but it did leave me a good approach. If you are going to miss left on this hole. That was a pretty good swing with my pitching wedge there. I do remember having a conversation with my caddy about what club I wanted to take. I wanted to take more club there, but as you can see, the pitching wedge was the right call. And it's always good to start off solid with your caddy. Build a little trust. Yeah, lipped out there, but it's always good to start off with a par on the first hole. By the way, if you are looking to play Kiawah, I highly recommend my caddy. His name is Cold Cuts, which I found rather amusing. But yeah, if you're playing Kiawah, ask for Cold Cuts. He was a pretty solid caddy. You know, at least through the first 12 holes, as you will see later in part 2 and part 3, we had our differences. But, you know, he doesn't know my game. I don't know him as a caddy. But overall, solid dude. And as you can see there, hit a nice drive right down the middle of the fairway. My driver, you know, doesn't really go far, but it is pretty accurate. This second shot is well over 260 yards, so there's just no way I'm going to reach there. And 2, I decide to lay up with a nice smooth 8-iron, and I hit it exactly where I was aiming for. Got to work on the club twirl. It left me with a decent approach at the pin, although the pin was tucked in the back right beyond that tree. So Cold Cuts told me to stay left of the hole, and I did. But that would be a little too far left as it trickled off of the green and into a bunker. And this was no easy attempt at this bunker shot. The only thing going for me right now was that the pin is so far right. I had enough room to land this ball and have it roll out towards the pin, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Buddy, I like right edge of the flag stick.
Right edge of flag stick, okay. You know, and that was a pretty good read by my caddy Cold Cuts. So now it's just up to me to put that plan into action. And, you know, I thought I had it, but that was more right edge than the right side of flag stick. And another lip out, back-to-back holes. But you know what? I'm feeling good to start the round. I'm hitting the ball pretty solid, hitting my irons pretty well. Coming into the third hole here, I got the old hybrid in hand, and that was piped. Although I think the graphic is wrong, I don't think I carry my hybrid 250. I think it's more like 220, but that would leave me with a sandwich in 110 yards. Aiming right of the flag stick because left is dead, and that ball is going left. I was very, very fortunate here because, yeah, that ball almost went OB, which would have been detrimental to start my round. You know, I was able to make good contact on it, just could not get it above that ridge. Left with another attempt trying to save bogey here and played a beautiful bump and run. Almost went in. So I got this nice tap in for bogey. And I am noticing just now that got a back flap going on in the shorts. Anyways, going into the fourth hole, got 3 wood in hand.
Come on, Win, help him out.
I pushed this out to the right,
A little left of the bunker. If it gets a little left, you're good. Yep. Yeah, good shot.
but it found the fairway. Once again, that's 3 in a row finding the fairways. Still got a long second shot and got 6 iron here, and that is just a horrific strike. One of the worst strikes of the round for me. If we take a look at the replay, I mean, look at the ball and then look at the divot. Let's take another closer look at that. I mean, I don't even know how the club made contact with the ball. At no point did that ball touch a groove on that club. So now I got 45 yards in. I should mention here that I am using my brand new wedges, Mizuno T22s that I received from my lovely wife Erin for Christmas. Thank you, baby. And it came in good hands there. That ball did not roll at all.
I think you're out here.
Yep. It's quick, right?
Yes. Yes.
So with that bit of information, I'm not very good with these left to right putts. Pretty much, I'm not good with any putts, but especially the left and right putts. But that one would find the bottom of the cup.
Good par, babe. Way to finish it off. Yep.
I gotta thank my caddy there for that read. I don't think that ball would be going in if I didn't have him there. So Cole Cuts, thank you for that. Moving on to the 5th hole. Got 5 iron in hand, 165 wind into us. I agree too. That was a good swing on my part right there. And that would leave me about 10 feet away for birdie. Feeling confident. This ball is moving slightly right to left here. Aiming right edge. Pushed it just a tad. Yeah. But, another par in the books. And at this point, I'm 2 over in the round. I know it's only through 5 holes, but, I feel like every club in my bag is working right now. And that's a good feeling because it doesn't really happen that often. Or it really never happens. 6th hole, 345 yards, got driver in hand. And you're probably wondering why I stand so far away from the ball. And I'm sure Max Homa would have a field day analyzing my swing. But it works for me. As you can see, I find the fairway again. I got 8 iron, 125 yards into the wind. And, another green in regulation for me.
Perfect, yeah. It has been perfect every time.
Yeah, I really do think that having a good caddy kind of gave me a little confidence. He gave me the line there. And the putt, wasn't terrible. But, I still got a little meat on the bone. And this putt is moving right to left. And I'll let my caddy take it from here. Yeah, that was not a pretty putting stroke at all. But after 6 holes, I'm only 3 over. My confidence is running high. The weather is perfect. Tee shots are fine in the fairways. My irons are feeling pure for the most part. I'm kind of feeling a little hungry right now because I've mentioned cold cuts a bunch of times. So I'm gonna go grab myself a turkey and cheese sandwich, maybe throw a little Chipotle mayo on it. And if you don't mind, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons that are on YouTube, and I'll catch you in part 2.